Michael, it's great to have you on the series of webinars Brisca New Zealand is hosting, because we feel the New Zealand SMEs and the business owners need some support to understand how the Australian taxation works, and I think you are the expert for them to get the advice, because having the knowledge of how New Zealand works and how Australia works, so you might be able to shed some lights on their doubts.
Yeah, absolutely. We're happy to help. I think it's a very pressing topic at this point in time. The world has become a lot more mobile over the last decade. Modern technology allows us to have BCs obviously with anyone around the world and work together collaboratively. And that means that there's a lot more markets that anyone can explore, a lot more opportunities. And also not just business opportunities, professional opportunities, but I think also just the ability to move around, and Kiwis and Australians are obviously in a really sweet spot that we can move easily between both countries. No visa required as such. You just get on a plane, you move, and if you're a Kiwi coming to Australia, you just soak up the sunshine and enjoy the warm weather.
Yeah.
So that's where we help navigate pitfalls around GST, foreign tax implications, double taxation agreement. I've specialised in this just because of my personal situation. Got an American father, a Swiss mum. I grew up in Singapore, went to uni in the UK, lived and worked in the UK, and then in Singapore again, in Sydney again, ended up there eventually professionally, and then I decided to become an accountant eventually, proper public practice accounting, working with SMEs. And I've been doing that for 10 years, and I'm really passionate about the international tax side because I'm a bit of a nerd. I like to do technically complex items, and that just allows me to get the exposure, and it's also really, really nice to accompany people on the journey over from New Zealand to Australia or vice versa, give them what they need, because it turns out to be this niche field that not many people practice in, or you have to go to speak to a top tier accounting firm where you add a zero to every invoice because it's that niche field in terms of knowledge and pay dearly for it. And that's where we provide a bit more of an affordable solution. A client gets what they need, information so they can make informed decisions.
The excitement always comes with the unknown, especially when you are cross-selling or if you are thinking of living elsewhere, like if someone's New Zealand living in Australia, for example. What we are going to sort of talk about in the webinar is how you can keep the excitement and then still you can get the support to navigate through all the compliance challenges and the other accounting challenges.
Absolutely. And that's for everyone, whether you're an employee or whether you're an employer. You've got your own business, you have employees in both countries. There's plenty in there for you. So we will talk about GST, New Zealand, Australia, how the two interact. We will talk about what your obligations are, what you have to do, what you don't have to do, what you can do to not have to do something. We'll talk about income tax, whether it's for your company, for you moving over. If you're a beneficiary of a New Zealand trust, there's a lot of pitfalls to look out for. When you move across the ditch to Australia, there's a couple of loopholes, really attractive for Kiwis in Australia, which we obviously want to exploit. And again, it just comes to exactly what you said, that you keep the excitement about the adventure life, and not that you regret your decision and move back to New Zealand or move back from New Zealand to Australia. We really want to be proactive and help people achieve what they want to achieve. So your biggest concern is, okay, am I going to buy this house with that pool over there, or am I not going to buy this house and am I going to buy the apartment in the inner city with these and these views? You shouldn't have to worry about your business. You shouldn't have to worry about your employment. It's a means to an end. For our business owners, obviously something they're very passionate about, but do what you enjoy and don't lie awake at night worrying about taxation obligations in New Zealand and Australia. I think Brisca and 𝗓𝗔𝗀 Accounting together have that covered for you.